So what's up, guys? How are you doing today? We're talking about AirPods and why I don't use them anymore. So, I got my AirPods, say about 6 months ago, and I've been using them. Where are they? Right here. I don't even want to open them, but I'll show them to you just because. Here you go, AirPods. So I got these about 6 months ago, and yesterday I stopped using them, and it's very unfortunate because I love the product. I love the way they work. I love the way the ease of use of operation. I have an Apple MacBook Pro right here that I'll always use. I have my Apple TV downstairs. I have my iPhones. I have my iPads. I'm living the Apple life. The iPhone 6s. But I don't use them anymore because I've been getting these headaches, these pretty intense headaches, and I started getting a ringing in my ears, in both my ears. So I would use them to work out, everything. Use them for working, making long phone calls. I'll be on the phone for about an hour, maybe 2 hours, off and on. Sometimes an hour phone call, and it got to the point where I would hear ringing in my head, and I didn't know what it was at first. I couldn't really nail down what was causing it. Let's see, this is going. I really couldn't nail down what was causing this these migraines, but then my wife said, you're wearing these AirPods way too much, so I figured it must be the AirPods. And I didn't want it to be the AirPods because I kind of want to keep using it. But then I just Googled, AirPods and headache, and yeah, I noticed that everyone has been talking about AirPods giving themselves headaches, and it's been on CNN that AirPods can cause cancer, and I was like, wow, Jesus, like, you mean to tell me that Apple came out with a product that can give us a headache, and people are talking about it, and it's still on the market? There's no recall, there's no recourse. And I was actually very, very angry, and I just figured, okay, fine, I won't use them. I'll just go back to my wired headset, which I'm not here. Better locate where they are because I need to use those. So I go back to my wired headset, and that's what I have to use for my phone calls because I'm not going to hold the cell phone up to my head after what I've learned from EMF. Electromagnetic fields, and what I've seen, how much frequency we're dealing with on a daily basis. Even my laptop, I think I'm gonna have to get a desktop so that I can at least have the machine far away from me and just be the keyboard that's connected, not Bluetooth, and a screen away from me, because I'm sitting here for quite a while. I sit here for a long time, and I'm using all these electronics. And now I just kind of keep things at bay because I don't want the headache again. It was pretty intense, and I know that it's the AirPods mostly, but moving forward for my kids and their use of the iPads, I do all I can to keep them away from the iPads. I take them out to the park more often now. I encourage them to read books. The Harry Potter book right here. She's gonna get through this. My little son, I get them to play, with different types of toys that are better for them to tinker with, and I talk to them, try and get them on off the iPad because of the EMF radiation. And I looked up online and I saw a lot of. It was just shocking to me that we're going to market. Apple has this ideology of the best experience ever, and if I'm going to put a headset in my head and I get a serious migraine for weeks on end, I don't even know what it is, and I have it ringing in my ear, and I think I'm just microwaving my brain. Yeah, I was angry. It's not like I'm gonna be able to do anything about it. Apple's a gigantic company, but I can tell you that I was very angry. And then I looked at using these earbuds, and even that I don't even use them. Like I go to the gym. I used to go to the gym with my earbuds with my wires. Goodness, where is it? All right, let me go get it. Well, you all know what earbuds are, but let's see here. Here they are. In case you don't know what I'm talking about. I go to the gym with these. I used to go to the gym with these. Then I go with the earbuds. But now I don't use any of that. I don't use the earbuds at the gym. I don't need to use music anymore. The gym has music in the gym, so the only time I use my wired cords is for phone calls. That's basically it. I don't use the AirPods anymore. And even this, and when I use this in my ears, when I put it in my ears, I put it to the lowest volume. And the only reason I use this is because I don't want to have the phone up to my head. And I keep this right here. And actually, people say they can hear me a lot clearer when I use this. Because when my earpods, whenever they run low on battery, the signal isn't as strong. It's muffled. People always complain that they can't hear me. But if it's fully charged, you can definitely hear me. But these are better for phone calls, just to know. And the radiation is, non-existent. But then the other problem is with these earbuds, is that I used to use it with this, but this no longer works anymore. But with these earbuds, they conceal. They kind of go inside your ear, and it's very, very in. So I put it on the lowest volume because I learned that even using these at their loudest will cause damage to your ears. Let's see here. It's basically the same. It's basically the same thing. The only thing this has is this sensor right here. And the thing that this has is that once it's out, like how it's out right now, it's already emitting a frequency right now because it's listening for me to say, "Hey Siri," to connect to my phone. And for it to do that, it has to emit a pretty strong signal to keep that active. Apple's technology isn't as such where the frequency goes down until you say "Hey Siri," and then it emits a signal. No, this signal is beaming out all the time. So when one is in one ear and one is in the other ear, it's basically doing Bluetooth through your brain, and it gave me headaches. Maybe I'm hypersensitive to this because of my lifestyle. As you guys know, I'm a practitioner of retention. Maybe that's the reason why I'm hypersensitive to things. That could definitely be the case. That I'm hypersensitive now. Maybe that's why that I'm getting headaches, but other people are getting headaches too, and I don't think everybody's practicing retention. So I started not going to the gym with headsets, and there's actually a very good benefit to it because I don't have that blocker of just not listening to people. I actually listen and I talk to people, not just like a quick talk. "Hey, how's it going? How's it going?" Da, 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 da. Boom, put it back in and bye. No. That's not how it is. When I have my headset out, it's like I have more balance. I'm more aware of my surroundings. People are aware of me being around because, well, now I can hear. Sometimes when you're plugged in, people kind of just, people are just people. But when you have your ears out, they're aware of you being there. Like for instance, I was at the gym today and I saw some guy. In fact, he had his earpods on, and I think he saw two guys walk by, and he said, "Hey, how was the trip?" He had his earpods on, and they just walked by him. And I don't know if they thought that you would think that if they didn't have any earpods on, he had the earpods on, and they ignored him. So it's kind of strange that they would ignore him. It's almost as if you have the earpods on, you couldn't possibly be talking to me. You could be talking to somebody else, right? Because earpods, you could be on the phone. So if you say, "How's your weekend going?" or "How was the trip?" he may be thinking, the person who he's trying to talk to thinks that he's on the phone. His face was like this. "Hey, how was your weekend?" Two guys walked by. And I almost wanted to laugh, and I thought to myself, that used to be me. plugged in, and then when I want to talk to someone, just talk, but not realizing that once I have the ear pods in, I'm talking to somebody else as far as everybody else can see. So that was really unfortunate for him. The guys walking by, of course, they just think you're having a conversation. They don't think you're talking to them. Unless you you do this action and look at them and talk to them, they won't acknowledge you speaking to them as if like when you have no ear pods on. Like if I don't have a headset on, how I do now, I could talk to somebody 40 feet away. Hey, how's it going? Don't even have to raise my voice. Make eye contact. They see that I can hear what they're saying, and I don't have to say it as loud. So the whole lifestyle of just not wearing ear pods all the time is totally different. It's like back to normal, like back to the days without iPhones, back to high school days when you didn't even have access to continuous earbuds, because it didn't start with the AirPods. It started with the earbuds. It started with the earbuds. It started with the what do you call these things? Headphones. Started with the headphones. This is when it all started, back in 2007, once I got my iPhone, my very first iPhone. I was plugged in. iTunes, you got your playlist, you're plugged in. You're plugged in and you block everyone out. And it's been like that for the past, 15 years? And now that the AirPods are giving me a headache, the supreme benefit is that now I'm open to the world. Like at the gym, when I'm of course, when I go to work, I don't have them in, but sometimes, I do have them in. So I have them in quite a lot. I block my family out. I block my friends out. I block potential friends and clients out, and then on and on and on and on and on. And then when I went to the gym, I see everybody with AirPods or earbuds or some sort of music thing in their head. Not necessary. Totally not. Like, shouldn't do that. You should unplug and just do it the natural way. Go without the music. They've got music played in the gym. It's not bad. What was I listening to today? I heard Starsky and Hutch playing, from that movie. Free, got that music playing. Got different kinds of music that I wouldn't listen to. It's kind of cool. So it's a lot of benefits to not wearing a headset. I can't drive it home harder. Do not wear these headsets, because once your ear is damaged with this thing in all the way, you can hear some people's music playing around. It's so loud, that once your ear and your hearing is damaged, it doesn't come back. It stays damaged. Guys, your hearing deteriorates and you can never recover it. You can buy $3,000 hearing aids, but you're not going to get your natural hearing back from when you were in high school. So all the damage that's been done has been done. And you don't listen to me and you just keep going, you're just doing more damage and more damage. By the time you hit 50, you're going to be, you go to the hearing, you're not going to be hearing as well as you can hear right now. So that should be kept in mind. And a lot of you guys who are no fap for getting women, you're doing yourself a dissatis. You're not doing anything by literally plugging in and you're looking for a mate. You're looking for a girlfriend and you're plugged in. So that whole time you're at the gym, you're plugged in and you're not communicating with anybody. That's like asinine. Sorry to say, but it is. Like, you're gonna unplug and talk, and then plug back in. No. You're the guy. You're the man. You're supposed to be 100% on the ball, and then the 3-second rule kicks in. This motion of should I do it? Should I do it? Okay, unplug, and then get yourself to talk. All that's like bullshit, man. If you're not plugged in, you got the balance. You have no headache. You have your hearing isn't ringing. You're not like in some kind of like, I don't know if you're a rock and roll, techno, hip hop, EDM zone. You're just, whatever the music is playing, you're in that zone, and you're with the noise happening around you. You're in that vibration, and you're ready to go. And not even for that, just natural conversation is very important on a daily basis. And I can't stress that enough. So there's those benefits as well, and that's a real big benefit. Another thing is being aware of your surroundings. Like I said before, you want to know what people are saying around, because depending on who you are or what people might be talking about you, you might want to hear it, or you might want to let it be known that you're listening. No headset, you can hear it. So if someone says something funny, you can now approach them and say, what's the deal? Maybe you wouldn't do that, but a lot of you guys would definitely do that if you weren't just plugged in, going at it, making noise, and you got 5 haters around you, around about over there, all that kind of bullshit, and you can't even hop on that and be like, give them a clap back, like, okay, yeah, I'm here, right now. That's very important for your reputation and for your reputation. That's very important. And you'll notice once you don't have a headset on, all those riffraffs, they kind of like go to other areas, because the last thing anybody wants is any angry person approaching you for whatever reason. Most times they go and have those conversations in the corner or somewhere else. They situate themselves for that. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits for not wearing headsets, but the main benefit is your hearing loss and those headaches. If you've even experienced those headaches for the AirPods, these won't necessarily give you a headache, but they damage your ears. These, if you use them enough, some people will give you a headache if you're hypersensitive. Some people don't get headaches. I got a headache. The headache was bad. So no more. I'm going to give this away. I kind of feel bad giving this away to the next person who takes it and gets a headache. But, I'm not going to break them. That's not my style. Return what? I'm going to give them away, but I'm going to let the person know that the experience that I have and how to use them responsibly. And I don't even recommend using it. I'm not going to sell them, but I'm definitely going to give them away. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, those AirPods, it sucks. They're kind of expensive, but I like my health. I want my health to be intact for the long run. I don't want to have busted brain or busted ears at the age of 45, which can happen. But yeah, on a lighter note, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic weekend planned for your loved one. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.